Online shopping had gained huge popularity recently, and with millions of daily transactions, it is so much harder to keep track of your profit patterns. Here, our mission begins to provide you with key insights into your current performance and how to improve the situation. Now let's meet our team. We are a team of 5, and on the technical side, we have Vasu Mahana, our data analyst, and Marley Collins, our data visualist. On the delivery side, we have Paige Lincoln, our design specialist, and Man Nguyen, video content editor. Last but not least, our operations supporter, Anita Peng. Moving on to our agenda, we will walk you through our data exploration process, where we pick important variables out of our data collection to form an equation that can predict future performance. Secondly, we will show you the Tableau dashboards we've made to visualize your current performance, which will help design strategies based on geographic and time-based analysis. Overall, our dataset covers 3 product categories of Amazon online orders in the US, spanning from 2016 to 2019. And we have divided our data into 5 categories. First is product categories, then time, regions, customer types, and financial variables. We picked profit as the dependent variable. Revenue, quantity, and discounts are the 3 key independent variables. We crossed out the customer types because it is insignificant with the 10% significance level. We simplify the time data into 12 months instead of specific days of the years to make our predictions more interpretable. Regions and product categories are made dummy variables so that we can distinguish and compare the profit driven by these categorical variables. After all, we have the final regression model, and only revenue, quantity, and discounts are significant predictors at the 10% significance level. The other variables were not significant but are kept as control variables. As you can see in the sample equation, revenue increased profit, but quantity sold and discount level negatively impact the margins. The R-square means that we are 27.12% towards precisely predict the profit based on the model we created. And the standard error means that on average, predictions are off by $200.74, which is quite a big amount, and reflect the very nature of the profits, and may suggest that the data given is transaction related only and may not have enough information for making precise predictions. The only violation detected here is heteroscedasticity, which indicates that our predictions are off more with the revenue bigger than $800 and are more precise below that level. Next, Marley Collins, our data visualist, will present Tableau visuals.
Okay, now we will be presenting our Tableau. So this is our first dashboard, and it has many different visuals like a bar graph, a heat map, a top 5 states by profit bar graph, and a dot map over here that is color-coded based on color. And then we also have filters at the top, so if you filter any certain product category, for example furniture, it will show only furniture products. And if you also want to do it by region, you can do that as well. Let's say we wanted central region. And then we can also hover over any of the states, and that will show us highlighted dots in both the profit by city visual and in the profitability by state bar graph. And then if we hover over this, it will show us just like the key highlighted data from that specific state. And then if you want more insights from our Tableau, you could press on this button in the top left corner, and that would take you to some key insights about each graphic. If you wanted to learn more about how to interact with it, you could press this and it will give you more information on that. Okay, now I'm going to go to our next dashboard. So this dashboard has 3 visuals. First, we have this bar graph right here, and you can press on any of the products and it will actually update all the other data to show data just about that one product, for example, chairs. So it shows the relationship between sales volume and profit margin, as well as the profit trend per month for just the chairs. And you can hover over each metric to see key information. If you wanted insights, you can do the same for this dashboard as the last. You can click for insights and then learn more about how to interact by pressing that. And then if you wanted to learn about some key takeaways from our Tableau, you could press the takeaways button in the top right corner, and that would take you to this, giving you some overall key takeaways. And yeah, so that's our Tableau. It was a really great way to visualize our data so we could find key takeaways and really understand what makes certain orders profitable.
So some key takeaways from Tableau is that, based on geographic patterns, urban areas often outperform rural regions. For example, California, New York, and Washington generate the highest profits. We have less profit in Midwestern and Southern areas. In terms of categories, compared to furniture, technology and office supplies show stronger and more consistent profitability across states. In terms of seasonality and discounts, our profits peak in September and December, and heavier discounting are likely to lower our profit margins. Our recommendation is that Amazon should reduce the use of deep discounts because they are one of the strongest negative drivers of profits in the regression model. In addition, the higher profit-generating states and metropolitan areas should be invested in more because they already have a decent positive relationship with profit. Finally, we want to thank you for your time, and we are happy to answer any questions regarding our analysis.